2015. People dressing different, acting different, letting people know who they are. You don't gotta do nothing. Be the trendsetter. Be the person who out your friends who goes and say, you know what, I'm gonna go to college. Cause it ain't hard. There's plenty of funding out there. And since I've been home, I'm a felon and I've been offered numerous amounts of jobs. Good paying jobs. So they out there.
But right now you're selling cars.
Right now, yeah, because that's what I'm a hustler.
Right.
You put it in.
You can sell. You
Yeah,
can sell. I was a salesman. You know, you're your father's son.
Right.
And matter of fact, the car I got now, you got it for me.
Right.
You know, Basha, you can, and you also a rap artist.
Yeah.
The last time you spit something, right? Does they call it spitting?
Yeah, spit a little something.
I may be a little old, but I remember something. You spit something out that had some content.
Yeah, just something with some feeling, something.
Let me feel something.
You want to hear it again?
Whatever the Lord puts on your heart.
You ever go to sleep dreaming of home, but you in jail? Then you wake up and you think you at home, but you in jail? Got you messed up, sitting alone and in your cell, and won't nobody answer the phone or send you mail? Then you go up for parole like strippers go up a pole. I don't know if man, just thinking about it, like,
Yeah, I heard
just thinking about it is like, dang, like I went up for parole, like, I mean, man, then you go up for parole, like strippers that go, Then you go up for parole, like strippers go up a pole. You put on some lotion, a couple of new clothes. They pretend to listen, look like they ready to go. Then they give you a decision like they ain't already know, and that ain't right. And I'm telling them why. 40 stacks for a felon like they selling some pies. And these government officials, man, be swelling with pride. And man, somebody stop me now if I'm telling them lies. Because they own these facilities, knowing this is killing me. Put you on probation and they throwing you some penalties. Give you all your backup time, you going through it mentally and trying to call your peoples, but your phone time they limited. You feel me? Like that, when I wrote that, man, I was on lockup.
Really?
Yeah. Just had got denied parole.
Asha, what would you say is the greatest thing that you've learned, by selling drugs on the streets, selling drugs in the joint, going back and forth to jail, being stabbed up, almost died, but now, and even while you were there, I had the church praying for you.
Man, I appreciate all that, because that's what
people sending you commissary.
Mm-hmm.
And those pastors out there, let me tell you something. You got folk in your congregation who they got sons and daughters incarcerated, and you all need to be supporting them. That's what the church is for. The church is for supporting people who can't support themselves. So, yeah, it took something for me to let folk know that my son was incarcerated. Yeah, but we had his name in the bulletin, had his address there. Did folk write you?
Yeah.
Did folks send you some commissary?
Yes, they did.
The Bible said we have not because we ask not. And there's some young people in the church, grew up in the church, now they're incarcerated. They need to know that the church is still there for them. Come up off your high horse just because you got a lot of folk in your church and because your name is Bishop, Archbishop, Superbishop, something, and your son or your daughter or your deacon's son or your daughter is incarcerated, you better help them because God gonna hold you responsible. God is gonna hold you accountable for that. You can't be more concerned about the folk in the pew rather than you are for the ones that were brought up in your own house. I don't care who you are. I don't care how many members you got in your church. You got to learn how to take care of your family first. The book of Titus says, how can a man handle the house of God if he can't handle his own house? What do you think about that, son?
That's the truth. That's the truth.
You said that I brought you up tough. You said I was tough.
What? Boy, more beatings than a little bit.
No, they wasn't beatings. They was whippings.
Right.
And spankings. Huh?
Yeah, that's what they call it.
Yeah, but guess what? You were a tough cookie to crack, Basha.
Yeah.
I remember one Saturday or one day I was sitting down in the basement talking to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I said something, and you said something like, "What the F?" or something like that, or "F you." right? And next thing I knew, you were picking yourself up off the floor, right?
Yeah, I remember.
And you went out and you went out the back. You went out the back on the patio, and the door was closed, and you were screaming and hollering, cussing to the top of your voice, son. And I'm inside trying to figure out, where did he come from? Huh? Where did he come from?
Right.
But guess what?
Right.
I had to tell myself my own story. You understand? My father was tough on me. You think I was tough on you?
I know he was tough.
He was tougher on me than I was on you.
It had to be.
But listen. Nothing. We used to say nothing ventured, nothing gained. In the Bible, if Jesus hadn't been crucified, he wouldn't have never been resurrected. Suffering causes resurrection. You can't ever get up unless you've been down. And sometimes God take you through the mess because he's really making you into a miracle.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm Dr. Bosh B. Jordan Jr., the pastor and founder of Hope Alive Ministry, and also the founder of Hope Alive Outreach. We're here today to give a message of hope, not dope. Dope will take you some places that you don't want to go. It's just like some people can sing a song and they sing it in a falsetto, meaning that they sing it in an octave higher than you would expect. It's a falsetto. That's what the guy that used to be the lead singer in the Temptations, he used to sing in a falsetto. Dennis used to sing in a falsetto, real high. You know what I mean? Sound like a woman, right? Falsetto. That wasn't his natural voice. It was a falsetto. Dope put you in a falsetto, thinking that you're somebody that you're not. And the more you sing that not song, the more you think that you're there. When all of a sudden somebody take the dope away and then you get sick, don't you? That's what they call it, being sick. They call it dope sick. Good God Almighty. Well, God sent me here today because some of y'all hope sick. What would you rather be, dope sick or hope sick? Because if you're hope sick, all you got to do is call me. Call Dr. Basha P. Jordan Jr. 443-250-9635. I don't care where I am. I can give you some hope. That's right. I can give you a hope on an email. That's right.
Yeah, man, if you're looking for me, hit me up at The Artist John Lonnie. That's JOHNLONNIE at gmail.com, or you can hit me up on Instagram at John_Lonnie. That's JOHNLONNIE.
Give that to him again, both of them.
That's The Artist John Lonnie.
What's that?
And that's my Gmail.
The Artist.
Gmail.com.
ARTIST.
Yep, THEARTIST. John Lonnie, JOHNLONNIE, at gmail.com. And then my Instagram is John_Lonnie, spelled the same way, JOHN_LONNIE. Hit me up, man.
Bosh, let me say this, son. You got stuff going on, okay? And long as I'm your daddy, I'm gonna be there to fine tune you, son. I don't care how long, I don't care how old you get. You hear me? I don't care how strong you get.
Right.
Yeah, I'm still your father, and I'm going to always be your father.
And I love you for that.
See? And I'm, God is blessing me, and I ain't going to never get too high. I'm talking about high status, because God is raising me up when I go to Florida, that I'm not going to forget where I come from. You with me? I'm not gonna forget that.
I know.
I'm not gonna forget. I'm not gonna forget how I used to drink so much alcohol that the thing in the back of my mouth used to get swole up big as a quarter. And you understand?
Yep.
I'm not gonna forget how I used to smoke so much reefer, man. My fingertips would get burnt. you hear me?
He was hitting the roaches.
Yeah, well, you know. Well, what you know about the roach? And they wasn't running around in the house.
I know, right?
That's right. And I'm just talking for real, for real.
That's the truth.
You see? I was so low I wanted to die. I wanted to kill myself, but God wouldn't let me die. There's something worse than dying.
That's it.
And that is wanting to die and can't. And God got me here.
That's
See?
powerful.
It is. God got me here to carry a message of hope. Speak to some sister out there, Basha, who's about to get in and using and finding ways and means to get more.
I got a sister, man, and the worst thing is to see one of your family
You got
members
30 seconds.
on drugs, man. All I can say is, man, holler at my pops. He definitely gonna put you in the right position, man, where you can change up for women and men. So please holler at him. He gave you the number. I know he got his saying, so go ahead, pops.
No matter what's going on with you, no matter what situation you're in, no matter how low you would get, God got an arm, man, that'll reach around this world, and he sure enough can reach down and pull you up. Call me, 443-250-9635. That's my number. How can they get in contact with you? Basha Pasha Jordan III.
Oh, man. You can hit me up on Instagram, John_Lonnie at Instagram, JOHN_LONNIE.
Yeah. Talk to him. He's younger than I am. That's right.
DM me.
That's right. And sometimes it take a young man to teach you or share some stuff with you so you can become an old man.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Tell him again.
Sometimes it take a young man to teach you some stuff so that you can become an old man. Sometimes you can't hear an older man because you say, oh, he ain't been nowhere, ain't done nothing. But guess what? How you think I got to be old? A lot of y'all young folk don't get to be old because you won't let nobody old tell you nothing.
Mm-hmm.
All right? But God got it. You know what, son? We make a heck of a team. Yeah. I'm Dr. Basha P. Jordan Jr. Got to go, son. And remember, no matter what's going on with you do today, there is hope for you. I'm Dr. Jordan. Good morning.
I kind of slipped up on the rap there for a second.
That's all right. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It looked like you were just teary-eyed.